Hello, it's Strega, and I am in the process of making over the house to spring. And I thought I would show you guys some little tips that I do to make it not as overwhelming and not as space consuming to do some of the stuff that we like to do. After Valentine's Day or Easter, I always I buy up the clearance flowers because there's always extra that are left over and they tend to go on sale. So things like roses, I got these, I think, I got 2 bunches for $10. And then I can dry them, I can press them, or do whatever I like. And when you hang them in creative ways to dry, it looks pretty. So it doesn't seem to kind of take up as much space. I always like to have these bowls like this, baskets, because bowls and baskets can make what seems like clutter look kind of pretty. So in here I have my parsley drying. I just put some dry parsley into jars. I put them in, I like to put this stuff in little jars and put them on the shelf, so that way it's not taking up the limited shelf space here where I have dishes and stuff. Because we rent and there's kind of limited space, so I try to make the most of the space that I have. And water pastel always stays on the counter. I have one that I use for food items, and then I have another one that I use for incense, and then I have another one that I use for stuff that is more poisonous, or like, you know, that kind of stuff, or more of a neutral kind of one that I have. A good tip for planting stuff in the spring also I have found is I never buy those like really expensive seed starter trays, because they're just pieces of plastic, and for the most part you can make your own. I like to use cardboard because once your seeds sprout, cardboard is biodegradable and you can put it right in the ground as long as you take the tape off and stuff. Another tip is if it's going to be a colder spring and you still want to start your plants and keep them indoors, you can always line it with plastic and then pull the plastic out when you go to plant it in the ground, because the soil and the water and everything will already start to naturally degrade this. Another thing you can do is line it underneath, like under it, with a large plastic bag. And I always look in my recycle bin for things that I can use for seed starting. I would probably put this pellet bag, I could use that underneath a cardboard box. Shallow cardboard boxes and stuff, newspaper can be used. Now, there's several ways that you can start your seeds too. Like, you can just put them in a shallow thing of dirt and let them grow, or you can use wet paper towel and let them sprout first. And here's some of my my dried flowers that I've already done. I have to get the pressed ones out. I have my gargoyles out. I used to keep these in my cabinet, but I have them out here working to protect our family because they're so vicious. Yeah, so I have a couple. I still have my aloe plants in the house, and I have put some plants out here. And another thing I like to do is when stuff in the inside of the house, because this tends to get really dirty during the winter time, because a lot of, you know, people are coming in and out through the door, and these windows don't close completely all the way because of the vines that have grown inside. So, you know, a lot of dirt and stuff blows in, so I'm going to have to spring clean all of that when it gets a little warmer. It's still pretty cold today, but we've had some really warm days. And I found these across the street at this little place where I walk. These are called either bat nuts or devil pods. And apparently they are they're originally from Asia. They are native to India and parts of Asia. And they are an aquatic plant. And apparently these are the seed pods, and you can drop them into water, and then I guess sometimes they're good for like 12 years, apparently. They'll still sprout. And they are called devil's pods because they look really creepy, like little devils. They all have like really individual little faces. They're really cool and creepy. There's a bunch of different uses for them. I looked them up. Hoodoo likes to use these a lot. They are said to ward off evil, but they can also be used for evil. Various types of things like that. But they're just really, really cool. Some of the sites I looked at said that they're an endangered species. And because they're native to Asia, I was really curious as to why I found them here. And I guess at some point there was Cambridge University or something had some, and they tried to introduce them to the waters around here. And I guess a couple of the rivers around here had them introduced, and apparently they ended up here somehow. But they're really cool. They're really weird. I saw these while I was up there walking the other day, and I had to like stuff my pockets with them and bring them home to find out about them. So I have started like repotting some of my indoor plants, because spring is a good time to do that if your indoor plants need to get repotted. And I brought some of them out here, and they have I put new potting soil and stuff in them. Now a good tip is when stuff inside is kind of like you're thinking of throwing it away, but it's still kind of useful. Stuff like this, like these boxes. These are just like those old picture storing boxes and stuff. But instead of just throwing them away, you can use them for outdoor kind of stuff if you don't care that they get dirty. And I use them like to hold the dusty incense, what do you call that? Oh my goodness, I'm so retarded right now. I can't think of the word. Ashes. My ash pot. And, keeping stuff outdoors. What's in this one? I forget. Oh, these are pine cones and junipers and holly berries that I collected in the fall and winter. And then down here I have all kinds of herbs and skins and roots and things like that I haven't put into jars yet, or that I haven't used up. Sometimes I have the extra storage if I have stuff on the inside in jars, and I have overflow, I keep it out here. Look at my little wiggle guys, if you guys remember them from last year. Let's see, what else? So yeah, and this one is really super old box. Some of these, I have smudge sticks, salt, just different things that I sometimes, I don't like to have to go in and out, like every time if I want to do something inside, and then, or I want to burn something or do something outside. So I have like my older stuff out here, and I keep like a set of incense, a set of candles and things like that out here, so that I don't have to like run back and forth. So this has like setups for things. I keep some seeds and things like that out here. I had to take all my oils in during the winter, but I have a bunch of seeds and things. And I might start the seeds up today, actually. Fennel seeds. I have a lot of stuff to plant compared to last year. Each year I've planted slightly more stuff because I wasn't sure if they were going to get eaten or how they would do. So, yeah. And then I have little drawers and stuff. This is the leaf press, and I do have flowers in here that I'm going to be taking out soon. And the only things that I have outside so far are onions. I'll show you my outside. I have my rosemary outside because rosemary is pretty hardy and self-sufficient. Except mine, one of the plants, as you notice, it had survived all winter long, and then it just died, like randomly. So let's see, what did I put my onions out, and where did the garlic go? There's a little garlic here. I don't know if it'll survive or not. Hopefully it will, but maybe not. And you can see remnants of composting all winter long. I have been, I also put some basil out here, but it got really cold last night. But I have lots and lots of extra seeds to do everything from seed. And you can see all winter long I composted out here. So hopefully the composting will make the soil nice and healthy. And it will grow my plants very well, I hope. So that's about it. And I will talk to you guys later. Blessed be. Bye.